Hi everyone, welcome back. A few weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, I shared with you my thoughts on the On Taupe palette from Zoeva, and I did promise that I was going to share another one of their palettes with you. And this is the Zoeva Rose Golden Palette, and this one is slightly older than the On Taupe. I paid $38 for it from Sephora. I think $38, I think under $40 for a palette of this quality is very reasonable. You do get the, sleek cardboard packaging, this time in a rusty kind of colour with a rose gold motif all over it, hence the name. And you do get, 12 shadows, I believe? No, 10 shadows, sorry. 10 shadows in the palette, which are really beautiful. And you can see that they're quite shiny. You can see the flashback there from the light. And as I mentioned with the other palette, you do not get a mirror. And I don't really mind that too much. You know, for $40, under $40 I should say, if you're going to take this traveling then yeah, perhaps that's going to be a slight inconvenience for you. But so many other products do have mirrors in them. I don't mind. I really don't mind paying, obviously I don't mind paying less, but I don't mind missing out on a mirror if it means that I get to get these awesome shadows for less. I really do think the quality of these are amazing. I've said that before, and I've got a few other palettes now to show you in the next coming weeks. Zoeva's doing great things. I'm relatively new to the brand. I'm just in love. I can't say enough about these. Now, these are well loved now. I've been playing with them for quite a few months. And you have, like I said, 10 shadows. Most of them are shimmery, foily kind of shades, and there are a couple of mattes there. As the name suggests, we are looking at the pinky side of the spectrum. We're looking at, champagne kind of pinks, coppery pinks, almost grey pinks, with the exception of perhaps these four. So that one is just a nude. We have a gold. We have a dusty blue, and then we have a brown, dark brown. The rest of them do have that rosy, either duochrome or rosy flat tone or anything like that. As I said, did I say this already? They are mostly shimmers. There are only a couple of mattes there, okay? So these are beautiful, really beautiful. The only shade I really don't use, I'll be honest with you, is that one. I feel like that one kind of is misplaced in this palette, but the rest of them I do use. A lot of them, especially this beautiful Copper is King, is just glorious on the lid, patted onto the lid after you've, unfortunately I do need to use another palette sometimes to get some matte depth into the crease, and then I'll go ahead with one of these and pat them on the lid. This shade here, Luster, which funnily enough or ironically is actually a matte, is just slightly too light to provide that depth for me. If I want that really beautiful contoured crease, then I need to get another palette. I can mix these two together, but this one's slightly too dark, this one's slightly too light. I would have loved to have seen a mid-tone in there, a darker beige, something like that, a greige even maybe. So, it's not the do everything palette, but it is glorious in its own right. Obviously it leans towards warm, it's got those rosy tones. Let's go ahead and show you what these look like. I'll swatch 4 at a time here for you. So just having a look up close, can we see that when I get up close, unfortunately the camera does throw a bit more coolness on these shades, but I'll do the best that I can to show you. So Luster, like I said, is just a nice standard nude, okay? So nice and soft. These aren't too chalky. These aren't too powdery. The shimmers, in my opinion, are better than the mattes, but they are still great. Reflective Elegance. I'm going to go ahead and say it's kind of a pinky champagne. It's not quite icy pink because it does have that warmth, but it is a very pale shade. And that's it there. Almost looks coppery, but it's not. Then we have Copper is King, which is really, just wait till you see this one. Beautiful. It's really nice. Can you see that? And then Shining Bright, really one of the smoothest out of the palette. Again, another nice pink, almost leaning towards mauve. But can you see how beautiful and reflective those shimmers are? That's why I really do like the shimmers more than the mattes. And just having a look on the skin, no primer as usual. That's the nude. You can see these are beautiful, right? So really beautiful and reflective. And what was I up to? I was up to Rusty Petals, which, as the name suggests, it's kind of a rusty shade with some pink shimmer in there as well. Then we'll look at Foil, which is kind of a goldy, champagne-y shade. Again, you'll get a better look at these on the skin. Golden Rule, oh no, sorry, Just a Rose. Yeah, Just a Rose. Just a Rose is a beautiful duochrome, which is that peachy pink with gold. It's almost like a really super shimmer version of like Yunar's Orgasm, but super gold shimmer. And then Golden Rule is just a really nice gold. It's not a bright gold. It's kind of more like an old gold. And here we are. So really pretty, right? And then last of all, Harmony is the shade that I really don't get a lot of use out of. I'm not sure that it's really a good match because it is quite cool. And it's probably one of, I don't know, it just doesn't have a lot of pigmentation. And Wonderful is a nice dark brown, almost black, but not quite. So you can see that the mattes are still really beautiful quality. As I said, this one I find is a little disappointing for me. It's actually showing up on camera a lot nicer than it is in real person, or in real life, I should say. And there's your very, very dark brown. So I really, really do recommend these palettes. I think they are amazing quality for what they are. Some beautiful, beautiful shades. Again, just high quality. I don't know how they do them at that price point. It kind of makes me a little, not cranky, but I'm kind of asking questions of a lot of other brands that don't do shades quite this good or texture quite this good and happen to charge a lot more. Full details, links, all that sort of stuff. You'll find some of that stuff in the box below, I should say. I totally forgot what that's called. And there is a blog post to show you some swatches and some, I guess, better kind of more true to colour, true to life shades there for you. So there's another quick look. Really pretty, really high quality, very pigmented, a little powdery, I should say, but all in all, a really beautiful palette. And that's really the only exception, that blue, but the rest are just glorious. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye.